Last month, the popular internationally syndicated program, The Dr. Phil Show, delved into something that until recently hasn't even been on the pop culture radar, but is now one of the top trending issues in culture. The subject of adrenochrome. 21 years ago, when I was investigating the secretive Bohemian Grove elite cult in Northern California,
Midsummer sets us free.
I became aware of adrenochrome. In my research, I noted that Hunter S. Thompson had written about it in his book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. 2 years ago, InfoWars investigative journalist Greg Reese did a 5-minute detailed analysis of adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Anyone who's even done a cursory review of history knows that human sacrifice and the eating of organs to have a physical effect or get high happened in every ancient culture, in Africa, in Asia, in what is the Middle East today, Europe, Mesoamerica. Every culture during different periods degenerated and established priest class that would actually carry out the orderly human sacrifice of, quote, virgins and children. The population's awakening to the grisly fact of adrenochrome is a red flag to the establishment that all of their satanic and dark occult practices are now being exposed. Mainstream media, the Democratic Party, make fun of anyone exposing giant child kidnapping rings that have been exposed. When the Associated Press came out 2 years ago and revealed thousands of Haitian children kidnapped by the UN, sex trafficked, and many of them murdered, the left again covered the story up and made jokes. Humanity is awakening to the secret priesthood that sees us as animals, as lower than animals in many cases, who see us as a commodity to be bought, sold, and traded. I want to believe that Dr. Phil is a good man. On the subject of adrenochrome and ritual Satanism and black Sabbaths that are part of the historical record, I would be more than happy to come on Dr. Phil's show anytime he'd like, and or to give him information, other guests that can give him the facts and the reality. Because this subject isn't going away, it's just getting bigger as humanity awakens. Here is part of the Dr. Phil segment, and then Greg Reese's original from 2 years ago.
My investigation has revealed that this is all linked to a ritual. I believe somebody in an occult was drugging my daughter Jessie for a year before she went missing. I believe that she was killed June 20th, 2016, because it was a full moon and the summer solstice at the same time, and then the next day was Lilith. Lilith is a holiday that the occult does celebrate, and it requires a human sacrifice. I had a person say to me that if I looked around at the environment and looked at the seasons, I would see a pattern. And as I looked and did more research, realized that it was very specific and that people went missing on very specific days throughout the whole year.
My mom thinks everything's connected to other missing persons cases. Like it's a big web. A lot of the times she'll say things like, I know I sound crazy, but it just started getting too out of control.
I believe that Jessie was tortured for the drug adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is a chemical that our body produces when we are extremely fearful or have a lot of distress. It gives you strength, it gives you vitality. And the people that killed Jessie are harvesting that from other people. And when you drink it, it gives you euphoria and power. My gang member told me later that he had a video of her death. He told me that Jessie had been killed, that her body had been put into a barrel and set on fire. The police do have a part of that video. I believe that the police are protecting her killer.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
Adrenochrome first hit pop culture in 1971 when gonzo journalist Hunter S. Thompson wrote about it in his book, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He wrote that his lawyer, Oscar Acosta, was defending a Satanist who was charged with molesting a child. The Satanist client paid his lawyer with adrenochrome and claimed the only source was the adrenaline glands from a living human body. If you search Google for adrenochrome, the Google-supported result is from the Conspiracy Wiki, which suggests that it is all merely fantasy. But just to the right, you will find that adrenochrome is real. According to scientific research, adrenochrome is formed by the oxidation of its precursor, adrenaline. Adrenaline is the active hormone from the adrenal medulla, otherwise known as epinephrine. EpiPens are auto-injectors that contain synthetic adrenaline. Developed by the U.S. military to protect soldiers in the event of chemical warfare, EpiPens are used to treat extreme allergic reactions. EpiPens only have a shelf life of about 18 months. According to the manufacturer, after 18 months, the oxidation process begins, and the EpiPens are turned into adrenochrome. Interestingly, both companies that manufacture the EpiPen, Mylan and Kaleo, are connected to the Clinton Foundation. Ambrosia, a controversial new startup company, was recently charging $8,000 to fill your veins with the blood of young people. Founder and CEO, Dr. Jesse Karmazin, who claims it will give you superhuman powers, has recently ceased patient treatments due to a recent FDA warning. In Greek mythology, ambrosia means immortality and was the food of the gods that gave longevity or immortality to whoever consumed it. It is believed by many researchers to represent the blood of the young. The cosmetic industry has been using aborted fetal tissues in various anti-aging skincare products. The taboo culture of consuming the young seems to go back through all of human history. But now, it seems to be coming out into the open. Democrats are pushing for full-term abortions.
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
And telling us that the future is too grim for us to think about raising a family.
There's scientific consensus that the lives of children are going to be very difficult. Is it okay to still have children?
How far is this going to go before humanity has enough? For newswars.com, this is Greg Reese.
InfoWars, tomorrow's news today.
The time for inaction is over. The globalists are making their move against every free country on earth. They want us dependent. They want us domesticated. They want us desperate. And the biggest thing they want is people to not have high quality storable food and high quality water filtration, because then they can control you in any crisis. They also want you disarmed. InfoWars does not have the guns, but you certainly need those and the training. But we have the best storable food at the lowest price with the highest quality you're going to find. And we have the best water filtration. You can go to InfoWarsStore.com and get it. But if you go to preparewithalex.com, you will find specials that are the lowest price ever offered on these high quality water filtration, also air filtration, but also storable food. It's only running for another 6 days. You've got to stop the special. We ended the special a few days ago. People got really upset, but now they've brought the special back for 6 days. Preparewithalex.com. With all the crazy stuff happening right now, get prepared today. Get your storable food. It's ready to ship. Preparewithalex.com.